Okay, bow courtesy. Face the flags.
Yes, ma'am.
Bow courtesy. And position. Student breathe. I develop myself physically, mentally, based on the mile high karate spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others. I achieve my fullest potential in developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. Bottom proud. What is your goal? Come to attention. Bow courtesy. All right, let's get our arms slightly warmed up. Crisscross. Crisscross. All right, big circles forward. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Big circles forward. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There's lots of you. You gotta do louder. Backwards. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, there we go. Crisscross.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. Woo.
Miss Christensen, I think this side can be much louder than that side.
Oh, guys, you've just been challenged. Are you guys gonna meet that challenge? Oh, yes, ma'am. All right, guys, make a circle with your ankle. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I don't know. These guys are winning. Circle with your ankle.
1 point.
Circle with your ankle. You're doing a circle. And other ankle. Go. Yes, ma'am. Slow, controlled circles. All right. Hips. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right, coaches and parents, it is at this time that I ask you to slip off your socks and shoes and come on out here to join your student. It is our fitness test today. We'll get you a coach. Hayden's going to be your coach. Other direction. Yes, ma'am. Oh my goodness. I'm losing my energy, guys. You guys gotta help me out with those responses. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Woo!
You're like a turtle for a second.
I'm like a turtle for a second. All right, guys. Crisscross, yes, ma'am? Super fast, super fast, super fast, super fast. Backwards, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Forwards, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Time. I don't know why I was about to turn down the music. The music's not loud in the first place. I have a timer. I'm getting it ready. We are going to do our fitness. Today it's for 1 minute. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. You've been in level 1. So today is 1 minute for our exercise. All of these numbers are going to go underneath the progress column. Lazo, do you need your card? There you go. Thanks very much, sir. So all these numbers are going to go underneath the progress column on the back of the card. Yes, ma'am? All right, guys. So push-ups are first, right? Push-ups are first, right? All right, there you go. So when you guys do your push-ups, we're going to make sure you go all the way down and go all the way back up. Yes, ma'am? All right. Smurf T-Rex push-ups don't count. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
These ones definitely don't count. These are belly push-ups. And Every say whoa. All right. All the way up, back straight. Get ready. We're going to listen to that timer wherever I put it. Oh, there you go. 3, 2, 1, go. One more. I'm going with that. Ready to go silent. All right. All the way down, all the way up. Down, up. Up, 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 up. There. Charlie, don't stop. Time, guys. Write that number down underneath the progress column. Next up is our setup. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am? Okay, so your feet are on the ground, your elbows are pressed across your body, elbows go up to touch your knees. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Coaches can hold your feet if you need it. Get ready. Get set. Go! Get that number written down. Next up is those leg lifts. I do a quick explanation because you guys have done these a while, so you guys know how they go. Hands right next to your butt. Feet 6 inches, 45. 6 inches, 45. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
If you go to 90, that's okay too, but no more than 90. But stay on the ground. Yes, ma'am?
Yeah.
Get ready. Get set. Go! Alright, guys, write that number down. Get ready for your squats. Look at Mr. Whitland for how you can do squats. You're going to keep your hands up by your head. Go all the way down. Keep your back straight. Go all the way back up. Sit in the mini chair. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. All right, get ready to listen for the timer. Count down. Guys!
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa! All right, guys. All right, guys. Reach into your uniforms. Pull out that invisible jump rope. Make sure your feet are moving. Your hands are rotating. Feet are moving. Hands spin that rope. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. All right, guys. Get ready. Go! Brandon, please turn on your camera. There we go. All right, guys, right to number 2. Front kicks are next. Front kicks are next. Oh my goodness, that's right. So your hands are gonna be up just like Mr. Isaacs. You're gonna kick out 1, and then set it down. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Notice all of his kicks are waist level. Yes, ma'am. Oh, waist level. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And wait, where are his hands? Oh wait, where are his hands? Where is his hands? And his eyes are on his? Wait, his eyes are on his? His eyes are on his? And his hands are? Guys, you're going to learn these ones because these level 3 students, do I ask you guys these questions too? You're going to continue to be asked these same questions and the answer is the same. Yes, ma'am? Eyes are on your? Eyes are on your? Guys, you guys to be louder. Eyes are on your? Hands are? Hands are? Do you guys think they're important? Yes, both of those are really important. Otherwise, I wouldn't make them a big deal. Get ready. Get set. Go. I saw it coming. All right, guys. Next is your front punches. Yes, ma'am? Next is your front punches. I really like to demonstrate, so I'll let you demonstrate. You're going to make sure you're in that deep horse stance. Yes, ma'am? Deep horse stance. Yes, ma'am? So your knees are bent. You're going to extend those hands. One. Go extend one out. One out. Punch. Punch. Punch strong. Punch. 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 Remember, they're counted 1, 1, 2, 2. Ready, go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. He chambers that hand all the way back there. Yes, ma'am? He chambers that hand all the way back there. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, get ready for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! Time! Write that number down. Side kicks are next. So if you look at Mr. Isaac, his hands are up, his eyes are on his target. He's going to chamber in, out, back, and down. So this is your pushing kick. Then he's going to turn. His eyes are on his target. Up, out, back, down. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So show me like you would in yours in an hour. Go. 1, 1, 2, 2. Just like that. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
I want you guys to remember, I do not care how many you get if they're sloppy. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
I care how many of your best that you give me. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get ready. Get set and go. Time, write the number down, guys. And last but not least is our round kicks. Our round kicks. Eyes on your target, hands are up. Knee, point, knee. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 1, 2, 2. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember, I care how well you do them, not how many sloppy. Yes, ma'am? Give me your best. Thank you, Miss Jimena, for that nice slide. Yes, ma'am. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Go. Yes, good. There you go. Good work. Keep going. Yes. All right, guys, this is your time to look at your numbers. If you have your goals written on there, you can see if you beat them. If you don't, maybe you have them still written down at home from when we did them earlier this month. Maybe you have them at home from when we did them earlier this month. You can take a picture of your cards. If you don't have your goals written down, also think about these as your goals, so you can beat them at tests. Yes, ma'am? Oh, so you can beat them at tests. Yes, ma'am? All right, guys, so if you guys need to take a picture, go ahead and go take a picture real fast. And then students, listen very closely. Hold this down so you guys can hear me more clearly. Your pens, replace these ones, they go in the light box. Yes, ma'am? All right. Your cards go to Miss Waninger. Go. Thank you for that. Yes, ma'am. Everybody go back. Yes, ma'am. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back.
Go back to your spot.
Go back to your spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move those feet. Move those feet back to your spots. Go back to your spots. Make sure you guys are using those yes ma'am responses before you move. Yes ma'am? I don't say yes ma'am for myself. I say it to help you guys to remember to build that habit. Yes ma'am? All right. And if Mr. Wickline says it, that probably means you should say it. Yes ma'am? All right. Remember those directions? All right, thank you. Go. Thank you for those bow courtesies. You already put your pen away. Make sure you Grab your comments, yes, ma'am? If you don't have your comments when you bring them today, you'll use air comments. Some of us didn't know to bring them, we'll use air comments. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, from 1. Everybody take a knee, yes, ma'am? Okay, stop. Oh, okay. We need a reminder. I've got a couple things to talk about real fast. I'm sitting here. I'm waiting. I'm hitting them on the ground. Is this what I should do with my commas? No, they're a weapon. Yes, ma'am. I shouldn't have been doing this with them. They're a weapon. I need to treat them like a weapon. Yes, ma'am. This means I hold them together. Yes, ma'am. If I'm not doing anything with them, I can hold them together in one hand. I have them under control. Yes, ma'am. If you know I'm going to say to prepare for a form here in a moment, you can keep them in 2 hands. Yes, ma'am? But you just got to make sure you keep them under control. I shouldn't hear any of this. Yes, ma'am? You have them under control. You know exactly what's going on with your weapons. Yes, ma'am? All right. Another thing, I'm going to say sense of urgency. That means run. Yes, ma'am? I don't need to take time from our learning to make sure you guys are getting your stuff. Yes, ma'am? You want to run? Yes, ma'am? And yes, these are weapons. Hold them to your chest to make sure you don't get anybody as you run by. Yes, ma'am? All right. Hold them to your chest. Run with them to your spot. Yes, ma'am? Server, stand up. Yes, ma'am?
Go. Louder, go.
Go to the side of the floor. Run to the front line. Go. 5, 4, run, line. I had the assistants move so you didn't run into them. I had them move so you didn't run into them. Return to your square. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prepare for comma 1. If you don't have commas, use your air commas. Ready, 1. Reset, yes, ma'am.
You start to go there.
On that first move, yes, ma'am?
And then
Ready, 1. 2. 3. Wait and run. This side. 4. 5. 6. 7. Martin, you took one next. 8. 1. 2. 3. 4. Reset, yes, ma'am? All right, you gotta be nice and fast, nice and light. Ready, 1. Oh, don't let me beat you. Press 1. Be faster and louder than me. Ready, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. That's an Aya, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
What do we do if it's in the basket? What is it called? Exactly. So now we're going to take her backwards.
Ready, 1.
We're going to twist her body.
2.
Make your head to the left side.
3.
Now we're going to take our hands and we're going to go like this.
4.
Ready, go. Ready, and almost like you're squishing. Ready, squish that.
Reset, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure you guys continue to practice those. Yes, ma'am? Put your palms to the side. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch attention. Sit you listen. Aya. Let me see your side kick. Ready to kick. Oh, let me hear that Aya when you kick. Thank you. I believe it was Miss Mary that I heard the Aya from. Ready, kick. Ready, kick. Time. Thank you for those, Miss Ma'am. Ready, kick. Ready, kick. Turn, yes, ma'am. Catch attention. Tap your right leg. Right leg. Right leg. Set it behind you. Aya. Side kick towards the mirrors, yes, ma'am. Side kick towards the mirrors, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, kick. All right, make sure you see the bottom of your foot. You're kicking up your heels. Ready, kick. All right. That's your side kick. We're going to do a reverse side kick today, yes, ma'am? Oh, yes, ma'am? Listen carefully, because next week in our combination, we have a reverse side kick. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. So every time you step foot. Every step across. Turn and look to the back. Now to the front doors. Now to the mirrors. Woo! Eyes on your target. Your back leg's going to kick, the one that did not step. Ready and kick. Oh, every step, yes, ma'am. All right, so reverse side kick. You step across, looking kick. Yes, ma'am. Step across, looking kick. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, every step across. Step across. Oh my goodness, guys. Let me hear everybody's voices. Reset. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, step across.
Step across.
Turn and look.
Turn and look.
Side kick. Ayo. Reset. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Reverse side kick. When I say go, you're going to put all those together and do your kick. Yes, ma'am. All right. Citrus music. Ayo. Kick. Step. Turn. Kick. Citrus music. Other way. Reset. Yes, ma'am. Ready, kick. I only heard one aya, guys. Heard one aya. Let me hear every aya. Reset. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ready and kick. Step. Turn. Kick.
Aya.
Are you gonna understand? Look.
Look.
At my target. It's okay if you have to do it slower to make sure you guys look at your target. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
For one, we want to be nice to our friends and partners around us. If we're not looking at your target, and you might be, maybe I'm super close. For some, I don't know why I'm super close. Maybe I'm super close. If I don't look at my target, oh, I just kicked him. Was that nice? No, ma'am. So we gotta look at our target to make sure we actually kick our targets. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. All right. Eyes on your target. There we go. Step across. Turn and look. Turn and look. Turn and look.
Turn and look.
All right. And kick. Reset. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take it easy. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have you guys say stuff for my benefit. It's for your benefit. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys can learn so that when you get home, you don't be like, how did that go? When you get home, hopefully you'll remember because we said it a lot. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the idea between saying it, not just me, but you say it too. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Stand up, sister, here. Say, Aya!
Aya.
Step across.
Step across.
Step across.
Step across.
Turn and look.
Turn and look.
Side kick. Aya!
Aya.
Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, let me see your back leg front kick. I'm going to switch gears. Back leg front kick, land in front. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Your extra challenge, when you land in front, you're going to land with your pivot. Yes, ma'am? So you're going to do a back leg front kick and land with your pivot. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Back's going to face your target. Ready, and kick!
Aya.
So if it looks like this, I'm doing my kick. Aya! Then land with my pivot. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, kick! Aya! Reset. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, kick! Aya! My goodness, guys. There's no energy. Where's the yells? Ready, kick!
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my goodness. Kick!
Aya.
Ready, kick!
Aya.
Ready, kick!
Aya.
Okay, guys. We're being louder now. Reset, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This time when we do our kick, there's a reason why we did that land pivot. Back leg front kick, land pivot. That's already your step across. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to then turn and look. And side kick. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Back leg front kick, reverse side kick. That's what we're doing. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when I say go, you're going to do all of that. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
With an eye out on both kicks. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ready, go.
Aya.
Ready, go. I know you guys aren't ready. Reset. Reset.
Yes, ma'am.
Reset.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, go. Reset, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, go. Go. All right, guys, reset. Yes, ma'am. Take a knee. All right, so what you guys are going to do next week, you're going to hold it tight. Over here. You're being my partner. I wasn't clear. He's going to be my partner. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
What you're doing next week is you're going to do your combination. The reason why we need to turn and look at our target to make sure we hit our target. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Back leg front kick, turn, look, side kick. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. That's part of your combination. I'll give you a hint at your combination right now. Front punch, back leg front kick, reverse side kick, back punch. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a second. You've already learned half your combination. Woohoo! All right, guys, stand up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
ma'am.
Take a knee. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Stand up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Take a knee. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Stand up. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Hands behind your back.
Yes, ma'am.
Where was that volume all of class? Oh my goodness. All right. There's a gray stripe.
Right, right.
Mr. Rickline. Thank you, sir. Other Mr. Rickline. Go grab more and help hand them out.
I got.
You know where to find them. Go grab more. They're gonna run. Thank you. There you go. Hands behind your back. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Your gray stripe is due 2 weeks from now. That's where we're handing out early. That's why we are handing it out early. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So get started now. The sooner you get it done, the less you have to worry about it. Because we have one other thing that's coming up that you need to start working on now. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a tournament.
Tournament.
At the tournament, you get to choose a form that you've learned and are able to perform it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
those of you who are orange belts or are brand new to level 1 and you've never, the only forms you know are these ones we're learning now, you'll know all of the form by the tournament. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Parents, if you have not already, look behind you. There's a QR code. You just need to pull out the camera app on your phone, make it look at it. It will scan it and take you to the registration page to help you guys get registered for the tournament. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And just so you guys know, if you register for the tournament, you earn a purple stripe. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Speaking of, Laszlo, come on up here. Laszlo has turned in a physical registration, so I know he's registered for the tournament, which means he's earning that purple stripe. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
ma'am.
If you guys have already registered on the app, starting next week, you will be receiving your stripes. Yes, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
All right. So he's turned that in, but he's also turned in his self-discipline, his healthy eating, his karate practice, his job list. They're plural. It's horrible. You've been holding out on me, Laszlo, haven't you? You've been keeping it. Oh no, he's been online. All right, everybody, give him one clap. Give him 2 claps. Say you rock.
You rock.
All right, and here's great. All right, let me have. I'm throwing it everywhere. Jimena, come on up here. Miss Jimena, go get that first stripe for that first worksheet. Give her 1. Give her 2. Annie, you rock.
You rock.
All right, hands behind your back. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Tournament registration. Make sure you guys register today. The sooner you get registered, the sooner we know that we have space for you. You guarantee your space at the tournament. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Black belt creed.
As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of Black Belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and downward spirit.
Come to attention. Loud and proposition.
Ma'am, modified karate is best, ma'am.
Awesome. Master Club, you guys are dismissed. Please clean your squares. Leadership. Notebooks, pens, coaches. Go. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I got a envelope. What had 2 grades?
That's well, I had 2 research. Can you return your research? Well, I think it may have been awesome.
It's from.
You can take one of them. Oh, it's from Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, or Abraham, just take 1 pound. I'm going to, that's going to be 1 on the top. That the other district was probably the last. Okay? Go ask for a piece of paper and I can give you a pass. Nice work.
Every time.
I know.
Wow.
We were going to put on our pass today, but we ran out of time. Comma was more important. Wait, you're missing something. After that, make sure you take that. You have a question? Oh, yes, you can borrow it. Yes, sir.
I don't need a pen. Oh, I put it in the pocket. No, it's over there.
All right, guys. This week we're talking about law number 3. Law number 3 is the law of the niche. The law of the niche. And by the way, for those of you who need help, niche is spelled N-I-C-H-E. The law of the niche. One thing to remember or write down about the law of the niche is all players have a place where they add the most value. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for my couple of yes, ma'ams. All players have a place where they add the most value. And before I get too far, I'm just going to quickly read this excerpt from the book. Good things happen to a team when a player takes the place where he adds the most value. Great things happen when all the players on the team take the role that maximizes their strengths, their talent, skill, and experience. That's the power of the law of the niche. All right. I know, it was just an excerpt. What does that mean to you guys? What does that mean to you guys? Raise your hand. And I'm looking for the students' answers, not the coach's answers. So students, you have to, oh, before I even read it out loud, Camille has her hand raised, so she's already read it, which means I know she was listening. Yes, ma'am. Others help you? Yes, all right, give her one clap. That's what that sentence means to her, that others will help. All right, other team members help. Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, anybody else? All right, one more time. Good things happen to a team when a player takes the place where he adds the most value. Great things happen when all the players on the team take the role that maximizes their strengths or talents and experience. Dylan.
If you try your best, you can achieve it.
If you try your best, you can achieve it. If you try your best, you can achieve it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. And of course, we're talking about the laws of teamwork. We're talking about within a team. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how about at school? How many of you guys have had a group project that you're supposed to do with your friends at school? Laszlo's had a group project. Tyler's had a group project. Dylan's had a group project. Okay. For our younger kiddos, you will start getting group projects in school at some point in time where you have to work together with your classmates to get the homework done. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
If I have a group project that I'm given at school, and we have to create a poster that has information that we have to look up from a book, do I want to give myself, who hates drawing and doesn't do very well at drawing, the job of drawing the poster? Or say, no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
There you go. How about Miss Wanninger, who loves drawing, or Master Burton, who loves drawing? Should we give them the job of drawing?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, ma'am. By the way, I've seen some of Miss Wanninger's artwork, but if you guys want to see some of Master Burton's artwork, Master Burton's Guide to Practicing at Home, that's over there at the front desk. That's all Master Burton's artwork. He drew that himself. Yes, ma'am?
Ma'am.
Specifically for you guys, he drew that. Yes?
Yes,
So, That's an example of Master Burns' artwork. He does it for fun. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Clearly, he enjoys drawing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we probably should give him the job of drawing, right? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
I love reading. That's one thing I really enjoy doing. What should we make me do? Because the whole team has to work, right? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Or it's a team project. It's a group project. Camille, what should we make me in charge of? Being the teacher. All right. It's because I have that teacher role. And being nice. Okay. Thank you. Being a nice teacher. That's my job, guys. I have to be a nice teacher. Okay. That's my job. How about I have a poster that I have to make. Dylan, what's my job? As part of the team of making the poster.
Your job could be that you read out what they need for the explanation, that they can write down what you read out.
I have to read the information and give the drawers the information. Yes, ma'am? I tell them what to write down. Yes? Because I am strong at reading, but they're strong at drawing, which means together we're going to make a strong project. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The law of the niche, you always want to make sure you put team members in charge of doing the things that they're good at. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the way you do that, everybody write down, know the team. Know the team. You got to be able, by knowing the team, you have to know the people on the team. You have to know what they want to accomplish, their purpose, their vision, the history, if maybe they've been a team that's been around for a while and you're just joining it. The culture of the team. Do they like to mess around or do they like to get serious?
They like serious.
That's what you think. Some teams like to mess around but also get stuff done. Some teams have different cultures. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't mean that they're going to be any less good at what they're doing if they like to mess around. It just depends if they get the work done and they do it well. They can have fun while doing it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Just like my goal during class is we get the work done, but we have fun while we do it. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. The second thing you guys need to know is you guys need to know the situation. Know the situation. Is this team just now forming and you're all just now getting to know each other? Or are you joining a team that's already been together for a while and you're just stepping onto it and you're getting to know the people? Like if you move to a new school. If you've moved to a new school, everybody in the classroom may already know each other, but you have to get to know them. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you got to know that. Then you got to know the player. You want to know the player of the team. Those are the individual people. You got to know what they like to do. You got to know what they're good at. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. What their attitude's like. If you're putting together a demonstration team, like we have our ambassador team, you want to know that Miss Christensen has really strong stances. Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
But my goodness, her kicks. Oh, I definitely want to be in charge of doing all the flippy, tricky, kicky stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm not good at that. Look at this. Oh, those flippy, tricky, kicky things. Oh, does that look good? Your goal, your purpose as the demonstration team is to look good. Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't want to make you don't want to have me in charge of doing this, right? No, ma'am. But maybe you want me to do these. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Make these look good. Make these look good. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You got to know what people are good at. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
And help them show off what they're good at when you're a part of a team. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You guys have questions, come let me know. Otherwise, everybody stand up.
Yes, ma'am.
Dylan earning a bonus red stripe because I've heard his voice consistently all of class. Thank you very much. Give him one. Give him two. Tell me you rock.
You rock.
All right, here's my rep.
Yes, ma'am.
Come to attention. Bow courtesy.
1, 2, 3.
You guys are dismissed. Please clean your squares. Have a great day.